Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video it's the patch notes time again, and it's patch notes 1.3.1. Let's check them out. Okay, so it's the second week, or the second part I should say, in the Forsaken Shores campaign, and it is of course the introduction of cargo runs. We will know what they are. I will make a video maybe about where to get them, how to do them, or once I will figure out how the best methods are. But that will come later on. So the first thing is the update section, and it is cargo runs. These voyages offer an alternative way to climb the ranks to Merchant Alliance, obtain a contract, find out who's waiting with the cargo, grab it and go. Don't dawdle or damage the goods if you want the full reward when you reach your destination, because merchants have standards. So we've got skeleton ship rewards. The skeleton captain led ships at the end of the ship battles now give 4 captain's chests and 4 captain's skulls instead of 2 each. That's pretty good. Rowboat damage is increased damage now taken by rowboats from gunpowder barrels. Stuck rowboats, you can now push rowboats that are stuck underneath things such as piers. Athena's fortune voyages. Cargo runs are now always included as part of Athena's Fortune voyages. So that's quite an interesting change there. Okay, so there's a lot of fixed issues. I'll try and get through them as quickly as possible. So we've got, these are fixed issues. We've got rowboat now casts appropriate water reflection. Rowboats no longer get damage when detached from a ship. Rowboats no longer get damage when detached from a ship. I'm not sure what that exactly means. Does that mean means it wouldn't take any damage? As players sitting in the middle of the rowboat can now see players sitting at the back of the rowboat. Removed overlapping audio when rowing. Damaged rowboats no longer appear pristine upon returning to them after venturing far away. Rowboats no longer inherit damage decals from other resources, such as damaged ships or shipwrecks when in closer vicinity. Looking as far left and right as possible while rowing a rowboat will no longer result in the camera becoming occasionally unlocked and rotating 360 degrees. That was quite funny to see. When placing larger items on the rowboat, splashwater VFX will no longer occur. Audio when rowing a rowboat over large distances, especially the squeaking, is now less repetitive. Yeah, we did that once. It was quite annoying. Available titles now show up in the clothing shop on Morrow's Peak Outpost. Fixed issue with horizontal water planes being cut off whilst a ship is sinking. Players no longer get permanently drunk when migrating servers while holding the chest of 1,000 grogs. That's funny. Players should no longer get an unfinished riddle quest on Fletcher's Rest. Audio will no longer drop out when climbing the ladder onto a brigantine. View gamer card option under the crew settings will now respond correctly to a left mouse click. Geysers will no longer appear on top of chests. Yeah, that's happened a few times. Let me know if it has. Let me know in the comment section if that's happened to you. It's not fun. I had 2, just one after another. It was crazy. Nearly killed me. Flooding at the back of the sloop will now appear visibly correct when sinking. The ocean will appear completely black when a Kraken encounter begins. Looking through the scope of an Iron Reach will no longer trigger the sound effect multiple times. Upon loading a session, the loading music will now commence as soon as the loading screen appears. Sailing away from your ship on a rowboat will no longer cause a mermaid to spawn. Yeah, I've had that as well. The ocean will no longer appear separate from the sky when viewing the horizon from within a storm. The glow of the Kraken lantern will no longer appear too bright in HDR. Sail ropes will no longer appear disjointed from the sails when a player returns from the ferry. There is no longer a gap at the bottom of the volcano on Devil's Thirst. I did find that. I was going to do a video about it, but I just didn't have time. But it's funny because you could actually get inside. I've got the footage, so I might pop it up still, but you could actually get inside the volcano. It was pretty funny. Collision has been created on the Devil's Thirst volcano, so players can no longer fall into the model. Players no longer temporarily lose access to some ship barrels in the first banana plank or cannon of the session is washed up or given to them. Available titles now correctly appear in the clothing shop on Morrow's Peak Outpost, and titles will no longer incorrectly appear on sea posts. So known issues are oars can appear to disconnect from the rowboat along with the player, only visible in third person. They have a fix coming up with the next update. Migrating servers indicated on the on-screen riddle with the message in a bottle, and barrel map in your map radical causes any progress voyages to no longer count towards commendation objectives. They have a fix for that, and it's coming with the next update. Merchant Alliance crates on the board of a ship that sinks but not float to the surface and cannot be picked up. They're still working on a fix for that one. And the mermaid statues are still temporarily disabled due to performance issues. It is 1.37 gigabytes for Xbox One and Xbox One X, and only 502 for Windows 10. So yeah, cargo runs, we all knew it was going to be this patch anyway. It's come into the game now. It'd be interesting to see how this changes the merchant side of it, because that still is currently, I think, the best way to make gold in a short amount of time. So yeah, let me know what you think about cargo runs when you get out there and start playing them. This has been the patch notes for 1.3.1 for Sea of Thieves. I'll be back soon with more gameplay footage news. Hopefully, if this has been helpful for you, do consider subscribing, liking, sharing and commenting. Have a great rest of your voyages, guys, and take care.